record on this computer as well. Okay, let's see what we get from tonight, because we keep adding things, we keep making it better. We have a lot of information to go through. We'll probably next Monday night we'll have all the information in one place. But I can tell you we are excited. We have to do our usual disclaimer that we are affiliates only of the companies that we affiliate with. We do not represent them, and we don't give financial advice. We're merely showing you what we have discovered and what we have figured out along the way. It has been an interesting ride. Now, I love this saying, individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work. Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest NFL coaches, NFL coaches in history. Absolute genius at getting the best out of people. He really was something else. Okay. Here at Gold Rocks, we are committed individually and as a team to ensure that everyone goes forward together. And we really, really do have some fantastic options that have come to the fore in the last few days. And wow, a lot of excited people. We have an outcome that is astounding. So welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Just remember that as the companies that we affiliate with evolve, so too must Gold Rocks evolve. And we have managed to actually take a basket full of what we didn't know what we had and turn it into the opportunity to grow all sorts of options for our people. And that has been an absolute result of a collective effort of a lot of people. It hasn't been just me. It hasn't been just Dan or just Jan or Graham or Carolyn or Malcolm down in Adelaide or Brad in Adelaide. It's just been a fantastic collective effort, and I thank each and every one of you for the process that you've put together. Irma out there at Plainlands, a great option that we've now got, and phenomenal that we have the ability to create an outcome for those of us that have been in this business for a while. So great to see everybody here. Just remember, this is our tagline. Everyone goes forward together. Now, tonight we're going to present the AU4U program and why we need to be on this program. I don't have any videos in here. We're not doing any looks at the market. If you're paying any attention to the South China Sea, you'll know about the 180 M1 Abrams tanks that America has just sent to Taiwan, and the Stinger missiles and all sorts of things. The Quad Alliance is doing some fantastic things in the South China Sea. And what that does to impact us is that just gives gold the ability to skyrocket when something happens there. That will be the issue when something goes completely unstable. Gold and silver will skyrocket. And there's some reasons why you need to consider silver. But here we go. Welcome to AU4U. Their logo is being worked on as we speak. We will get the final version of it as soon as we can so they can put it on their website, and we'll make it all happen. This is a front end of our gold supplier. I want you to understand that we really, really have worked hard to make this all come together. We've had to go out and find a number of people and make a number of things happen and get everyone to agree. But we've managed to do it. And I'm really happy with the outcome. So here's what we need to think about. This is the inside of the vault where I have a drawer. I have my own vault drawer. And if you're wondering as to why that's important, well, as things get unstable politically, you need to have a place to put your valuables. We listened to a video yesterday where there was a European commentator talking about what if the European and the American central banks stop printing money? What will happen? And he didn't even think about it twice. He said, we will have civil war. As soon as the banking system stops propping everything up, we will have civil war. Now, you might not be a person that believes that that's going to happen. You might be someone that thinks that's absolutely going to happen. I'm in the middle. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you it will not be good. We are looking to make sure that we all have the option to be safe and stable. So looking at that wall of drawers, how much gold do you think will fit in those drawers? Well, that one right there with the red arrow, that one holds 30 kilos. Now, I'm not saying that there's 30 kilos in that drawer. In fact, I know there's not, because that's mine. I already have a safe deposit box. I put my valuable documents, my gold, everything that I really want to make sure stays somewhere safe goes in that room. And to get in there and have a look about, it goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 series of security to get into the room. Then when I get in the room, I've got to have my key, and the guy that runs the facility has his key to unlock the other lock. So we're not dealing with something that's just an uncomfortable 2-week period. We're heading for an economic who knows what. And there's a whole lot of people that are hanging on the edge of their chairs and the edge of their desk trying to work out what is the outcome. So let's have a look at an option to let you create a safety parachute with metal, gold and silver. So let's have a look at our supplier history. The facility that I just showed you a picture of, it's been a vault for 60 years. It's built on the top of a peninsula. It's unlikely to get swept away by a tidal wave. It's probably unlikely to get tunneled into, but it's got a long history. The metal supplier we're using has a 40-year history, 40 years. They've seen some ups and downs, and I'm very happy with the quality of the service that they've offered. I'm really happy with the fact that every time we come up with a problem, they work out a way around it. And the beauty of what we're doing here with an Australian supplier is when something goes wrong, I can drive there in about 40 minutes and sort out what the shipping problem is. Everyone has the ability to get this gold shipped to them at a fantastically cheap rate. So when you're someone like Dan McCloskey, who wants to walk around with 4 kilos of gold in his pocket just to be on the safe side in case he goes by a pie shop, you want to make sure that you have the ability to get your metal. In the words of a lady that we listened to yesterday, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And if you look at the economic meltdown we're facing, that is going to become more and more important. For those of us that have gold in that vault, even in the pooled system that we have for our affiliates, it is fully insured, full replacement value. Not what you paid for it, replacement value. Stephen's just put in a question here about how much is that drawer. Stephen, I think from memory, I pay about $280 or $300 a year for that. It's not very much money. And the insurance that covers it is there for everything that's in there. Now I have A4 documents, I have birth certificates, valuable documents that I need to keep. I have them in that drawer. I started off with the smaller one that was up the top, but it was an issue because I realized that it's okay to get the small drawer because it'll hold 10 kilos of gold, and you think, yeah, that's a fair bit of gold. I'd be happy if I get that much gold stacked in this drawer. But that's all you can use it for. It's too small. You've got to fold up documents and put them fold them up into that format. That's why I went to the bigger one. It was really easy to transition. They gave me a credit for everything that I've paid for the smaller one, gave me 2 months free with the next one, and it was a $70 or $80 upgrade. It was very cool. The facility and the process we're using is SMSF compliant. So if you have a super fund that you want to hold some metal in, you can do it in the super fund name, in that facility. It can be audited. All of those things are done. It's insured, etc., etc., etc. It's a great option. There's not too many other places that you can do it as easily as that. So just make sure that you understand what you've got at your disposal. And the buyback price. This is what I really liked. We have an association now with a gold supplier who will give you a buyback price in the facility. You don't have to take your gold up the road and find a broker, find someone to sell it to on the street. They will give you a buyback in-house, in the facility, transfer the money directly to the bank account you specify. So it's a really good option, and it's based on the current spot price. So if you buy gold today and in 2 years' time you want to sell it, they'll buy it off you. Irregardless of what the price is, they will buy it. It's a really, really cool option. So let's have a look at what we're doing. In reality, we're talking about Australian gold and Australian silver. Stephen has asked, did you say you have a sharing option on the vault? The vault is in a shared format for normal purchases, Stephen. It goes into a pool that is insured and audited so that you always know that your gold is there and on the shelf. So you don't have to pay the storage. It's free storage while you stay in the standard format. Free storage and free insurance. So the reason we've gone to a supplier that specifically will give us multiple metal options is multifaceted. But in reality, what you look at is those two metals that are on the screen there now. They are the most sought after precious metals in the world. You can talk about platinum, palladium, a couple others, but gold and silver is known by everybody. Everyone knows the value of gold. Everyone knows the value of silver. You start to talk about some guy on the street about platinum, and that's a whole different ball game. Yes, I understand it's a precious metal. Yes, I understand it's rare, but that's not something that you can add up and look at. It's gold and silver that people pay attention to. So yes, Stephen, we can send you a link to that pricing. So I'm going to talk about jewelry, and there's a reason for that. Every country in the world that has ever done a gold or silver seizure, and there's been 3 major ones: America, Australia, and Great Britain. Now, why would they do that? Well, mostly it's because they've lost control of the financial system that they are driving. So somebody who is printing money hand over fist, gee, do we know anyone that does that or any government that does that at the moment? Sooner or later, that comes to a crunching end, usually when they hit the brick wall at 170 mile an hour. That generally results in hyperinflation. Now, if you're wondering, How is that going to impact us? Why will that happen? It's not going to happen here. Have a look at Venezuela a couple of years ago. Have a look at Lebanon a couple of years ago. Have a look at Zimbabwe a few years ago. There are countries all over the world that have dealt with this issue. And every single time they have to do a currency reset. It's the only way you can stop it. And every single time, gold and silver are the bricks that hold it all together. They are the only outcomes that you can use. Yep, Greece is another one that did it as well, Dan. So make sure that you understand exactly what you have your hands on. We have the ability to have a stable financial support system. And yes, we are going to be buying gold in its raw format and silver in its ingots or whatever we're buying. But I think we all should have a hammer for Christmas, because then we can be making jewelry. There's not a single country in the world that has ever seized jewelry. Think about that. Even in the Weimar Republic, when it was cheaper to burn Reichsmarks than it was to buy coal, they never seized jewelry. They took everything else, but not the jewelry. So you need to be aware, and you need to be talking about jewelry rather than bullion. So this business model is simple, straightforward, and transparent. Really simple, really straightforward, and completely transparent. So let's look at customers. So for a customer, it's completely free to join, but they don't get a discount. It's still cost effective. And let's look at the pricing. So the Perth Mint is usually somebody that I use as a flagship, a check the price, look at what we've got. Perth Mint, $100.80. That was on Saturday afternoon. The former supplier we had was $129.81 out of Europe, and then we had to ship it here. The AU4U price will be $106.60. Now that's pretty good, because that includes the free storage, the free insurance, everything else is covered. The only thing they've got to pay for is when they want it shipped to them, it's $25 up to 5 kilos and about 0.5% for the insurance. Now, if I look back to what we were getting when we got gold shipped out of Europe, it was 39 euros for up to 110 grams. Now it's from here, it's $25, and it's there is an insurance option. You'd want to take that, but it's only 0.5%. So a great all-round option for the customers. Now, what about the affiliates? There we go. This is for silver, sorry, for customers. So AG is silver, AU is gold, Perth Mint 133, AU4U $1.65 for a gram of silver. Pretty good. I forgot that I put that slide in about the silver price. It gives us both options. And I know that there are people on this call that already hold a bunch of gold and a bunch of silver. This is an option that gives you the best of both worlds. In-house buyback. So why silver? Well, the gold-silver ratio today is 72 to 1. Historically, it's been nothing like that. It should be down around 14 to 1. So that means that you buy 72 grams of silver roughly for the price of 1 gram of gold. And that is completely out of whack historically. So you can see that 5 years ago, in the last 5 years, the high was 121.89. That was just stupid. That was just a month or so ago. Absolutely ridiculous margin. A 5-year low was 65.59. So it's still got a long way to go to get back to its historical 14 to 25 to 1. That means if you're buying silver at 72 to 1 price, When it changes to 35 to 1, you've just made a truckload, because you can sell then 35 grams of silver to get 1 gram of gold rather than 72. It's just another thing we've got to pay attention to. So let's look at what the affiliates get. So the starter pack's $300, gets you 3% discount for the next 12 months, and there will be a program to let you extend that. But you get $90 of gold in that $300. That's a good deal. When we were spending $300 for a pack before, we were getting 0.2 grams of gold, not 0.9. So the pricing per gram, Perth Mint, again, $100.80. Former supplier, $125.81. That was their discounted price. This is what the affiliates will pay in AU for you, $103.43. That includes, let me reiterate, free insurance, free storage in a vault. Free storage, free insurance, $103.43. You don't ever have to justify the price anymore. So the affiliate commissions on the starter pack, pretty straightforward, 1032. 30% commission, $30, on a $300 pack. So when you register someone, they buy a pack, you get $30. We'll talk about that and how easy it is in a moment. Gold purchases in the uni level. The affiliates pay $103.43. In the last 3 hours, gold has dropped $30 and silver has dropped $1. Harry Sponsors is your supplier to the change in price. I think that's supposed to be. Stephen, they will give us a 15-minute guarantee. The pricing changes every 30 seconds, but when we choose a price with them, they give us a 15-minute window to close the deal. So basically, within 2 minutes, the price will change. They are right onto it. So you can see there that the purchases in the uni level, people buying gold, that's $103.43 for a gram. What's the commission? We've never had a commission before. When someone bought gold in our team, we got units. We did not get a commission on the gold. Now you get 2% for direct, 1% indirect, and 0.5% down the next level. We've never had that before. That's a great outcome. That is absolutely, there's been some negotiations going on with that. We'll change that based on the process involved around silver. It will still be the percentages. You just need to understand that the price of silver is different. In the binary, there'll be 2 legs. 50 points left, 25 points right, or vice versa, doesn't matter, $40 payment. On top of the fact that every time they create a point from the previous slide, you get a commission on that gold. It really, really is that simple. And yes, Camilla, this is a whole lot easier to explain. Now, there's a problem with this binary. It is capped at $75,000 a week. $75,000 a week. And when we get someone that hits that cap, we'll go back and negotiate with the gold supplier to make sure that we actually have every dollar wrung out of their comp plan that we can. So in points for the binary, it'll be about 0.9. Jenny's just asked, how much does the $300 pack give us in points for the binary? The $90 worth of gold, so the points are 1 gram equals 1 point, except for silver, which is complete. It'll be about 62 grams to the point because of the conversion to gold. So all based on the 1 gram of gold. Really simple to calculate. The lifestyle bonus. Now, this is something that I didn't think they would ever get to be anywhere near. We were looking at just writing this off, but they managed to work it out. The points, gold is 1 gram, 1 point. Silver is 62 grams, 1 point, because of the price. And those numbers will probably be audited. If the gold or silver price goes completely out of whack, it will adjust the business volume in the points. But that's what they are today. So in the lifestyle bonus, the 1-star level, you need 3,000 points of volume. You can have it in up to 3 legs. You need a minimum of 2 legs, but you need a minimum of 1,000 points per leg. That gets you a $500 bonus. Now you can take the prize, which is a really swish backpack with a USB charger and wheels to tow behind you at the airport, or you can take the cash, or you can look at the other payment options when we get to the end of this. 2-star level, 2,000 points per leg, up to 4 legs. So you need 8,000 points, but you've got to have a minimum of 2 legs. Can't do it in 1. So 2,000 points per leg, 8,000 points gets you a $1,000 prize. That's actually, the prize is a gold watch manufactured here in Australia with a specific face designed in it. So it will be a Gold Rocks face, a specific one-off manufactured watch, and or you can take it in the other payment options. We'll get to that in a minute. 3-star, 5,000 points per leg. Up to 4 legs, $3,500 worth of prizes or the other payment options. Remember, there are options. The 4-star level, 5,000 points per leg, up to 4 legs. So you need 55,000 points total. Must have 3 legs. $9,000 worth of prizes, awards, whatever it is that you think it is that you want to accept that payment in, it can be done. 5-star, 40,000 points per leg, 205,000 points in total, $35,000. $35,000. It's a chunk of money. Have a look at the 6-star, 40,000 points per leg, $70,000. You need 460,000 points in total, and you need a minimum of 4 legs, but $70,000 is a chunk of change. And again, when we max out this program, we'll be going back to our supplier to see if we can wring some more money out of them. 7-star, 5,000 points per leg, up to 4 legs, need 55,000 points, $120,000. An 8-star, I think that one's actually wrong. Let me go back here. Yes, it is 500. There's a 0 missing. Thought that looked wrong. That should be 550,000 points. Obviously, my editor-in-chief missed that. But the 8-star level, 1 million points, $1,020,000, $700,000. Now remember, there are options. You can accept this payment in gold, silver, Bitcoin, or cash. Or you can take the prize. Which one do you think you might want? You might want to consider Bitcoin if you're playing in the digital world. Dan, there is no rum option. I'm sorry. It'll either be single malt Irish or Bitcoin for you. Getting started is really simple. Get a gram of gold per month or a silver equivalent. Share the value of gold and silver and teach them how to get started. That's all it is to it. It's really, really simple. We have a quick start promo. Register 5 in 5 weeks. Get paid $150 in commission from your 10%. Plus, you get 3 silver 1-ounce coins in a presentation pack, or $150 in any of the payout options. Now, I remember in our last business helping people that had done the fast start, and it was almost impossible to get the awards that they were talking about. In fact, I know one lady that didn't ever get it, despite the fact that she'd done it. This is run from Brisbane. I can drive to their door. When someone doesn't get their prize, I'll be kicking the door in. Now, it might take me a while because it's a vault. But I know where to go to sort out the problems. I can drive there. Yes, a combination of all four is possible if you needed to do that. So you could take $20 in Bitcoin, $10 in cash, and spread the rest over the other two options if you wanted to. The backpack that comes with the $500 award at the start, it's airport compliant, has wheels, pull-up handle, has a USB charger pack built into the backpack so you can charge your phone while you're traveling, and it comes with some cash in the zipper pouch to buy drinks at the bar while you're loitering in an airport. Now, that might take a while before we can do that, or you could take it in cash or Bitcoin and do some other things with it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that quick start promo means you join and register 5 people in 5 weeks. Your registration is completely free and you picked up $100 or $90 worth of gold. That's a good deal. I've not seen anything quite like this. They have been really generous in giving us the ability to create promos. And when you look at those 3 silver 1 ounce coins, they are spectacular. And we've had some discussions with people about providing them in presentation boxes. They are really, really cool to look at. So remember the payment options. You can take it in gold, silver, Bitcoin, or cash. Now, there will be implications to the last one. What you choose to do with the other 3 is your business. Make sure that you have a plan, because we will have people that will hit these levels within the first couple of weeks. I cannot express enough my gratitude to our suppliers for how cooperative they've been. My gratitude to our team who have been up all hours of the day and night trying to make this all join together. Our technical people that are trying to get all of the dots joined digitally. Now, the program that we have for buying a gram a month, it's going to be run through an ESC, Easy Shopping Cards wallet. There'll be an AU4U website to go to. And you can do it by dollars, not by grams. One of the issues that we had with our previous supplier, when you organised a gram a month, you all of a sudden lost control of how much money that cost. With this program, you'll be able to specify 100, 200, 275, whatever number you want to put in your wallet, you can turn that into an automatic order. And you can have the order do gold and silver at the same time if you choose to. Can you please repeat that about ESC? Yes, Kate. There will be a website up in the next week, I hope, that will be the AU4U purchasing option. It's based on the ESC website, so the wallet works the same. You can create an automatic order in that website. For example, you might say it's $200 a month. You want $100 worth of gold. You want $100 worth of silver. When you transfer the money, do it by EFT because there's no fees that way. It will automatically place that order for you. And that's just the simplest way to do it. It lets you then bank on the fact that you've got 100 or 200 or whatever amount you want per week, fortnight or month, and it will turn it directly into metal. Now, if you get 10 months down the road, the price has gone through the roof and you want to sell some metal, you can do that in-house. You don't have to go and pick it up. You don't have to get it shipped to yourself. You don't have to find a broker. You can do that in-house. They will buy it off you and transfer the money to your bank account wherever you need it to go. They have been amazingly cooperative along this roadmap. So, why our gold? Why Australian gold? It's Australian. Surprise, surprise. Here we are with an Australian gold supplier. The metal is stored in a vault with a 40-year history in precious metals. 40 years. The insurance is for full replacement value. It's not about what you think it's worth in Europe or what you think it's worth in South America. It's what its full replacement value is here in Brisbane on the day it gets replaced. And yes, Brad, I'm figuring that that's Brad Smith and not Alyssa Smith. It is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It is SMSF compliant. So for Australian customers, you can run your self-managed super fund in and buy some metal, and it's fully compliant. It's audited, it's insured. All the stuff you need to have done is done there. No other problems, issues you've got to sort out, paperwork you've got to create. And the buyback is based on the current Australian spot price. So the price goes through the roof and you want to sell some gold or silver, that's exactly what you can do in-house. They will take it all off your hands. It is amazing. It's the best deal that we could have asked for, and they've agreed to it. So how will it work? Well, Gold Rocks, remember our tagline, everyone goes forward together. Everyone goes forward together. Digital systems, Bitcoin, Ethereum, silver and gold. Australian-based gold and silver, purchase, storage and supply. Remember, there will be a lot of options for you to buy and ship overseas. And yes, Jan's answering questions there about supply. Yes, we can supply overseas. We are attempting to work on a wallet that will give us multiple currencies. So we're working on that now, because the issue with someone, for example, from New Zealand, if they try and transfer into the wallet so there's no credit card fees, they then have to pay the transfer amount. And yes, Camilla, we hope that our Pacific neighbours will be able to use that as well. We can ship to anywhere. The flat rate in Australia is $25 up to 5 kilos. Internationally, it's a stock standard price. I'm rapt that when I asked them about international shipments, they said, yep, we can ship it anywhere. I didn't have the international price list. I can find out if you have a country that you want to know about. We can get a price for you. It'll probably be on the same sort of numeric value, so up to 5 kilos. And what an amazing outcome. We can now all of a sudden supply anywhere. Yep, Manila, Philippines, anywhere at all. The company that handles the freight is Toll IPAC. They're very large. They have international connections. They will deliver it. So great to see we've got the options to actually make it work. We're working on the international wallet. What we're trying to do is effect a process that doesn't cost us currency conversions. We're almost there. So welcome to 2020, you tinfoil hat wearing aficionados. Don't panic, Jonesy, because we got gold, baby. We got gold. It is an outcome that we didn't ever think we would get, and we didn't ever think we were going to be down this road. We are just here, and we've made it. The gold price, it is what it is. I was listening to a commentator this morning talk about the fact that gold and silver will both pull back for a little bit, but make no mistake, they're talking about $9,000 an ounce. That's US gold in the coming 24 to 36 months. That is a ridiculous price. Thanks, Walt. We are making ourselves part of this industry, and we have the options for our people. Even on today's pricing, that's still 18.87% a year, just on gold. So watch this space, because there is a breakout happening now. It is absolutely happening. The world is in turmoil. When you start to look at things like unemployment figures and you realize that the numbers the governments are telling us are complete fabrications, there is no way in the world that our employment rate is what they're telling us. When you look around at the number of businesses that have been closed, the number of people that are out of work, out of full-time work, it is just astounding that the government wants to try and tell us we've got 6% unemployment. So we look forward to helping you earn your future in gold and silver. Remember to pay attention to the wealth principles. Pay yourself first. Establish a residual income. Limit your tax exposure and stay ahead of inflation. And just to help you along the way of doing that, use these merchants. They will all pay you back a percentage of your turnover in gold or silver. Make sure you understand that. If the price of gold goes down or up, does the price of our monthly gold go down or up? We're basing it on the dollar amount, Jenny, so that if you want to commit $100 a month, it's $100 a month, and that will buy you $100 worth of gold or silver at the 9 a.m. price on that Friday morning, whatever the price is, so that we can keep a measure of control over it, so we're not in a position where we're having to go in and adjust the price because all of a sudden the price has gone up a lot and you need to adjust the dollar amount. So remember, folks, Loveday Vehicle Lubricants. I use Doug and Jenny's oil in my vehicle. It is great. Skippy Pest Control, Dan McCloskey does after hours classes in how to use a small hammer to chase white ants. ComChoice Phone Systems, BJS Urban Equine Fencing Solutions, Mr. Saravalli down there in Adelaide will build you a fence. And Easy Shopping Cards. Do all your grocery shopping with gift cards and you get gold back. So anyone that's been buying gift cards for the last few months while we've been wrestling with our old supplier, trying to get that system to work, all of that accrued volume will come back into this system and you will get paid accordingly. So thanks everybody for joining us. Do we have any questions? Anybody like to ask any other questions? I think we've answered questions all the way through. But is anyone that would like to unmute, ask a question, etc., except for Dan, because he'll be rude. Nobody asking questions, typing. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to tell you, I am beside excited with this Australian supplier. They have done every single thing we asked of them and then threw in a few more bits and pieces. So we are really, really excited. So just wanted to let you know that we have the option to do everything that you ever wanted to do. Blake, we will have a link out by email in the next few days for you to fill out a form and join. We will be keeping everybody together in the process and all the teams together and make sure that what do you mean based for buyback? The buyback price is based on whatever the spot price is on the day. So it doesn't matter what you paid for it. The spot price for buyback is whatever the spot price is for buyback on the day. Yes, if you buy it today and sell it back tomorrow, you will lose a percentage because that's all based on the spot price. The spot price to get this done is the spot. There is a spot price for sales. There's a spot price for purchases. And yes, Miss Shane, I'll give you a call as soon as we are finished and this is rendered. I'll give you a call. Great question. Thanks for asking. Yep. Can I please mute them? Can I please mute what? No idea what you want me to mute, Stephen. Maybe unmute. Yeah. Sorry, it was me. Okay. So we got that question answered then? Okay. Seems like we have done that. And yes, I'm excited. We're not running away from our previous supplier. We are helping everybody get their issues sorted. We have laptops, phones, etc. Shane has a small pocket full of gold that she's waiting for. We are working on all of that. So thanks everybody for coming along tonight. Really excited by what we're doing. Great to see you all here, and we will see you on the golden beaches of the world.